We're talking about jungle justice, lives, 16 people, human beings. The why it's like that. Don't I know that Uromi has been under siege for some years now, and these guys have been carrying. If the government was proactive, would they take the laws into their hands? That does not warrant what happened. However, I'm from Southern Kaduna. I know what we've gone through. So imagine if last night you slept and then houses were burned down. Will you wake up and treat issues of that nature with kid gloves? You may not. Honestly, I am not saying that justifies what happened, but you perceive that something might have triggered that, right? So when he made such statement, first of all, if you don't know what happened, Northerners were traveling from Port Harcourt to Kano State for the Salah celebration that will be taking place in a few days from now. And then when they got to Edo State, Uromi, they were searched, and then the vigilantes saw those then guns along with them, and then they decided to raise an alarm. Jungle justice immediately. So that was what happened. Nobody can actually confirm that these guys were kidnappers or they had those guns with any ulterior motive. However, Uromi has been restless for some time. So I just gave you a background. Now, when he said that, I decided to carry a background, check about what Uromi has been going through. Look at this video. So obviously this particular thing happened in 2024. That was last year. And I was like, what has the government been doing? Only for me to see that it was last 2 weeks the Green Chamber was deliberating about that issue.
May the soul of the departed rest in peace.
A solemn moment at the House of Representatives Tuesday as lawmakers observed a minute's silence for victims of the rising insecurity in Edo State.
Crimes such as kidnapping, armed robbery, murder, rape, and court-related killings are now reported almost daily. These criminals operate predominantly along the railroads from Uzea to Ukpoha, Amenohia in Uromi, Udo, Eko-Ibadi, and Ubiaja to Erohimi in the Eastern, Northeast, and Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State.
And I have not seen any other thing that was done. Are you there now? Now, the guy also mentioned the issue of, not just the guy, I've been hearing the issues of Deborah. Okay, we call that Deborah in Nigeria, but it's actually pronounced Deborah. Deborah Samuel, that was mobbed in Sokoto State, May 12, 2022. Now, what happened? So I decided to search again, and I discovered that 2 people were, sentenced to 2 years in prison. That by now they should be out of prison because this is 2025. Because that report was read in May 17. But what baffled me is that they were not charged for murder. No, they were charged for conspiracy and inciting of a disturbance of public peace or something like that. Look at it there. Now, I am not here to say my opinion, honestly. I'm here to leave it for the public to judge. An issue that was obviously a case of murder, mob, is it manslaughter? I'm going to use. You decided to treat it as conspiracy. Conspiracy means an intention to carry out evil, a secret intention to carry out an evil act. So I don't know how that correlates. Now, NGF has been talking as well. Northern Governments Forum. And I went back to see what they said during Deborah's case. And I saw that they appealed for calm that time. They appealed, look at it there. They appealed for calm. And this time around, look at the statement by yourself. Do you understand now? So you can compare and see. And now right now they are sitting and then they are deliberating. What is bringing about all of these things? It is the attitude of government to issues like this. Nigeria is divided along ethnic lines, along religious lines, and all of that. Now, people are not talking about this killing. They are now referring back to the fact that it happened in 2022. The government did nothing. And you can see obviously that Afenifere will not say anything because it didn't happen to Yoruba people. The other ones, what's the other group in the Igbo name? How will I forget this? Nobody will say anything. So, but why are we like this in Nigerians? In Nigeria. Why is it that when it does not affect our own person directly, we keep quiet? I think we must overcome this. This is the time for all of us to speak out and condemn this.